Okay. Kandi shekel call. She ever the other one. And Kandi treated with the category where one someone who was like him, Yakul Lachel Kazayas would be able to see the Kazayas Davan, the Kaneshi Yukul Godel in the same amount of time that a big person in the Echel Silas Pras would be able to eat a Pras. Machiga Mitalasanum Omi Memra, so then we have to distance from his excrement or from his urine. Country again, the African cotton specifically a cotton, I have a Godel, but if it would be a Godel, if you in Yakul Echel, even if he's not able to eat at all grain, Dagon, Machiga Mitalasanum we distance from his excrement, maybe Raglavin from his urine. The Godel Mikadin and Zam Mishu Kvashis or Kvashabagat, Godel is called in this category someone who's 6 or 7 years old. This is when the prima Godim. The Klal Shachar to the category that someone else wrote to me to say, Apple Pish Aluri knows that apple, even though we didn't see this person that he's eaten. This is from the Magen Avraham. Kivin She Apple Kiyotsubo, since someone would be who was like this age, or this stage, Yachol would be able to eat. Mustama Gam Hu Yachol presumably also this person is also able to eat. But people in Yachol El Al Yidei Bishalim, if he's only able to eat through cooking, Mikri Yakila, it's called eating. This is from the Magen Avraham. Havalima Katan who Kolish, but if the cotton is weak, the Adul Lanish any Yachol Achol Kazais with the Pras, he's known he's not able to eat a Kazais within a Pras amount of time. Ain Taraf Lahachal Hutawasi, you're not distant from his excrement, Umay Megavas from his urine, Hafilu who Ben Shalish Var Bashanim, even if he's 3 or 4 years old. Ruhu Shemema Lo Hayachol Achol. Usually, Kazayas only if in his entire day's lifetime wasn't able to eat a Kazayas because they have Chilas Pras in that amount of time. But if he was at one point able to do this, and afterwards he became sick and was not able to, this is from the Prima Garden. Even if he didn't eat this grain for many years, it's so azu, Bami Dagan, that for sure this excrement doesn't come from Dagan, doesn't come from grain. We come out from Dino Kagandal just as the din has still has the din of a gadol. Some of the Hafrim who constantly have to get away from his excrement. Omei Miraglavan from his urine. Afilu in the Yachal Klal, even if he's not able to eat at all, Dagan the Yolim forever. Yosmi more than this. Afilu im be'etzem will also cut the Yolim, even if really in truth the cotton never ate a dayan min dagan any type of grain. Mikomakam imbitivo hayachol if in his nature was able to eat that grain. This is from the Beis Yosef and the Prima Gadim. Alech l'zaz dagim v'kadei achilas pras, to eat an amount of grain within the measure of a pras amount of time. Okay. Abnei me'ayim misrichim, so then the innards become disgusting, or Kol mine Michael, all types of food, sheyochel mudami the gadol that he eats was similar to a gadol. Yish makilim b'katan, and there's those that are makel by a katan. This is from the Magen Avraham, b'shem Mabach, v'chein katan v'eli rabba, v'efshadil ihim mei reglayim yish lachim havin. Was when it's possible in regards to the urine you can be make like these people were going to say. Yish makilim b'katan, some makel by a katan. If he knows he hasn't eaten this grain in many days. Because you gain him low off from meal and for sure if you never eat it, you'll be makel. After the field of Bavandi is the half but the field is to be machmer, lahach, vast, mitoas cotton, because you should even listen to from excrement of a cotton like this. The suffix is the Torah because it's the suffix of the rice. But the Avid, his foul negative fidav and extra, ain't so you wouldn't have to repeat. Use this Mochadas and Makilim, you can rely on the opinion of the Makilim. Elam Kain Reino Hakatan Azen, unless we see that this cotton himself should be Atzmo Achol Gam that he himself eats it himself. Shaz the Guliam and Dino Kigadol. But then according to everyone he's a gadol. So we see he's eating grain, so then after the Evid you have to be spelled, and even with the Evid you have to go back and repeat. Dagon grain. Kol Kamesh's medium Kurim Dagon, all the 5 types of grain are called Dagon. It's also masrachas and their excrement becomes disgusting. Kamaykol Bushel, who Upamaychum and bush looks like cook range, osin Latina good to make for the little kid, Misharin Kafi Mashi Yoko Gobble Apple may also mean a field pras. We evaluate how much ever Mashi Gobble would be able to eat from that type and a field of pras. This is from the Magen Avraham. Bashir pras, the measure of a pras, Yeshomrim is shalosh pam, some say it's 3 eggs, Yeshom arbim, some say it's 4 eggs. Because them mitadin, all this is from the law. Abel tov yashu laharchak mitzoas, cotton is good to also to, and proper to get this from the excrement of the cotton. Apilu ben shmon shiyam, even if he's only 8 days old. Pasuk Magen Avraham writes, B'Shem Rishal, the ain't awful look close Kriya Shema negative to him. So know it's not proper to read Kriya Shema opposite little kids. The stomach is topical, but Ashma could assumably they're playing around in the garbage dumps. Malcolm so in a place of excrement of exam that may and their clothes and their shoes are disgusting. Gadol, a big person. Gadol is ever Shlomo. When it says this word Gadol, it means to say Adam Vain means an average person. It's from Rashi in Sukkah. Shebetivo marich bechilas. Those that are in their nature, they're lengthy and they're eating. Yeshu mekatz, some that are short. Yim tzarach hakatan l'shos b'achilas u'kazayis yosem mizeh hashir. And if the cotton needs in it to wait in with his eating, kazayis more than this amount measure of time. Harihu kamishahu hayom chatizayis. It's as if he ate today a half a zayis, and lamach chatizayis, and tomorrow the next chatizayis. It doesn't really count. It doesn't combine. Shekenu halacha l'Moshe Sinai ba'alma, because this is a general halacha from to Moshe from Sinai in general. She'ena feels mitzarefes that eatings don't combine. The Shia beruk v'zuk with the delay, which is long like this. More than a feels brass. Marchikim we would distance them. Shekol shegia the clouds that to us in mitzarefes. Anyone who's reached this measure with their excrement becomes disgusting. Omi meme raglav, or from their urine. Near the kivan shegia l'shir zeh. Since we come to this measure. Gam neged amud shalo. Who asim in the Torah, that even opposite his flow from his urine would also be asim in the Torah, from the Torah. Promotional sharbini gadim bel, like just like other big person who had, if he was opposite his urine, it would be asim in the Torah. Kan shugil lekal she'achar, that's in the verlach. I'm mission, we're looking mission mashal b'tavim dim who polish that if he's weak, and he can't, see what this is. And he can't eat it, then you don't have to do this one. Okay, whom we did very Magen Avraham, that's in Magen Avraham. The time of the boss of the day has been, and the reason is because we go by after him. Nearly, the culture gain has been in boss of the day, for sure, lahachmer, for sure we go by him to be machmer. Okay, the man of Rome, Shah Kazan, as if we see this cousin, Yachal Lachel, because I saw him between the that he is able to eat the amount of grain in the fifth he just eats. Vachirim Bisman or Dain Lovigil was Lazashi, and other people in his kind of time would not reach this measure. People who have Medina Lahachmer, so also. Then still you need Medina to get distance from his excrement. And we may regard from his urine. Masha Gassam to the Basop and Nafkamina Bay and Luchatil the B'diav, and this is to be said at the end is Nafkamina between if you initially and after the fact. Who know me did Shari Chu, let's try taken out from the Shari Chu, B'Shem Hamach with the Bracha, and then we got to Bracha and Sham. Rakshu causes that then. When you create Shema, then you create, just write them in regards to Kriya. Ulaniya site, in my humble opinion, then you create Yesh Lahachmer, in regards to Kriya, could be Machmer. Lachazim, the goes into repeat. A parsha. Shall create Shema, Old Ham a second time. Akwesh, in Brazil, Hashash, Bracha, the Vadala. Since there's no concern about this, Bracha, the Vadala, Gam, who the rice, and also it's with the rice. Base. And the Korah also connected. If he was reading and he saw excrement opposite him, what he should do, he should walk until it's thrown behind him. Arms behind him. Then you have sure if it's impossible, if you go and sheesh the fun of nar, for example, there's a river in front of him, so he can't run forward. Davar after if there's some other thing stopping him. And he said you should go until it turns it leaves it on the side. 4 amos. You leave 4 amos to decide if you buy it. Then talk with Chazir El Makom Shapazak, and you don't have to go back except to the place where you stop. Ula Rav Ben Yonah, according to the Rav Ben Yonah, in Hayab Makom Shahayalo says Alibok, if it wasn't a place that he should have put to his heart, he should have thought about Shesham says there is excrement there, so if the Chazir the roast, then you would have to go back to the whole beginning. This is behind the seminary I involved at Sifkas. Let's look earlier in Seminary Vav Sifkas. Hayakora. Vuadin and Hayam Mispalo, same thing would be if he was praying. Berura saw and he saw excrement. Vuadin may regime it similarly if we have urine. Until the Kambas and Matadi, as you say later on, Matadi, Sifkas Zion. After Indian but however, in regards to the category going back and to repeat afterwards, the Kuli Alma, the mayor of Ayman of Israel, according to everyone, by urine you only go back to the place where you stopped. We can have the Sof Simon Ayin Rav, we said earlier in Simon Ayin Rav. So according to everyone, urine you would only go back to where you stopped. I missed one, Mr. Brahe. Who had then in Hayim Mispal? Same thing would be if he was praying, and this is from the Marsha. Connect though. And he saw that there is some sort of thing opposite him. So he saw excellent heart. Myri Shahu Ju Yachol Yosef Me'arbam saw that it's more than 4 amos. This is from the base Yosef, Magen Avram. Mimakum Shekol Arech, he's more than 4 amos in the place that the smell stops. Diha who betoch arba, that if he found out that oh no I'm in the middle of 4, the Kul Yama heard Tzarech Chaz the Rosh according to everyone you have to go back to the beginning. The Pasha because he was Poshea, the Haylo the Vidok Matzila because he should have searched first. The Kanabas of Simon Vav is said earlier in Simon Vav. Choose Vekana, what you should do is walk forward until you throw it backwards. Then Shialko half of the same thing would be he could turn his face to the west. Kivan Shana only the Tefillah of Shmonas, since he's not standing in the prayer of Shmonas, meaning he turn himself also, obviously. Arba Amos, 4 Amos. Mimakum Shekol Areach, on the place that the smell has stopped. Lefanov. Nar, so meaning if he was in prayer, you'd have to face Mizrah. So nothing you can do. The one with the Nar, face in front of is a river. Myri Sheinu Yachal after upon him the Myri is not able to turn his face to the west, and then he's zebra for whatever reason. Dila Vachli after upon him, so there's not so much to do is just turn his face. And the Mayim of the Avram look at the Magen Avram. This one Yachal on him. The Makom Shapazik is the place where he stopped. Sphere later even the Lohai Yachal even the Lohai B'Toch Haimam, since he wasn't within the 4 Amos, Beis Yosef, so then you only have to go back to where you stopped, because they hold the since it wasn't in his 4 amos. Shalom, I mean, we don't say that he should have searched. So if you fool the Torah, the Torah didn't trouble him to search Kamalian. So it was in his eyesight, but that wasn't his. He doesn't have to search that much. The Svarach one is really the other opinion holds that Rabbi Ben Yonah, even Jahayah Makam Sharoy the suffix, since it was in a place that to have a suffix about this. Pasha was Poshea. The law of the close to the Spalachi Isbarlo shouldn't have gone back to read and daven until he was clear to him. Why Billy Rabish so look at the Eli Rabish rights. The Gama Rosh by Rokia given the Rosh and Rokia Thrulahu to Rabbi Ben Yonah. They also hold like Ben Yonah that you should go back to the beginning. Mikomakam Ladina near the end the Hakam with the Yavet still in the law it seems you shouldn't be Macham with the Yavet. The Derech Chaim V'Shulchan Shlomo, Derech Chaim V'Shulchan Shlomo, V'Od Shari Achronim, as Manenu and further other Achronim of our times. Hatiku Matiku Raksas Vishona, the only copy with the first opinion, Ladina for the law. The Im Shah, they live Merkul if you waited for to finish the whole thing, and Al Semen Samakas and Mishnah Rosh look there in Samakas and Mishnah Berura. Okay, Rabbi Ben Yonah, look at the Berurah. I'm Mishnah Berurah, look at Mishnah Berurah, Ladina, in the Hakam B'Diavad, you shouldn't be Macham B'Diavad. Recall again, then you have Char Brachas for sure, by other Brachas, the Vada in the Hakam for sure shouldn't be Machmer. to be repeated. And the common simon kufay fay sifay. Look later on in simon kufay sifay. So Yavesha kol kash imis v'kenu tisparach. So excrement which is dry so much that if you throw it backwards, it's going to become. If you throw it, then it will become. This is the shofar. It will become just crumpled. However, you go up for this is like dust. And what's the close connected and what's to be the opposite that thing? It's not. It's no problem. Who shlo yehei ba and what has this is that it doesn't have any bad smells. V'yishom and the lo havi ka upper rock. In the frechas of this, they would say that it doesn't count as dust except if it becomes crumpled on either glila through rolling below zrika without throwing. This parech, it becomes all crumpled up. But after the beruchim dakim only into little small pieces in the Kesef Mishnah. Aval l'shnayim or l'shlosha, but it comes to 2 or 3, just puts it half or something. Lo mahani doesn't help. But may occur in the days of the cold shetzor in the kresha, it becomes very hard, heaven like a stone. The gam ein magia oz, a man is shom sirchon, and it doesn't reach for them any kind of bad smell. And stopik a magan of the magan of is subject yishar the close connected with what's to be the opposite. He basar hashlos later all adayin shem to he basar hashlos. And do we go by now? I mean, because it's all frozen and stuff. Oh, Dayan Shem Tzolah, where does it still have the name of excrement on it? Even Shiachol Chazim Kadmusim is Manachom, because it's able to go back to its original state in the when it becomes hot again. Rachonim Miskim Bekulu Bezak, Isra and all the Chonim agree, all of them to, in this case to be Asr. Sunni Rab and the Magniburim, and the Magniburim, and the Shvat Yaakov, the Chaim, the Chayadim, and the Chayadim, the Shlomo, and the Shlomo Shai from the other Chonim. Okay, but after the Evidim Karas off has the corrosion, if you did the Evid, if you read, you would have to go back and reread Yishma and just follow through Yishma to pray. This one is Chaim. The Torah is Nadava, you should repeat it with a Torah and say, make a stipulation if I'm obligated, then I'm doing this, if not, it's a Nadava. If the excrement is under water which is like hard, after to have a kisum, it's possible that counts as a covering. Afal gav the mayim mahani, even though the water doesn't work. Ayin v'simen ayin vav. Look later on. Look in simen ayin vav. This is from the premium gadam. Mikomakom geled, still the like frost, the kfor and other types of frost. Yesh lom is to have the klachal of the kisum. There is to say that it counts as if it should be covered. Mukashash is damin, and it would count as glass. The boss the hash does link now we go by now. But solution is cast of a shelling. So which, and meaning, and even though it's going to melt. The solution is not special. If you have so which is covered with snow, Klash of Kisa counts as a covering, called Kokama Shlonim Klash, as long as the snow hasn't melted. That's from the Shari Chuvu, the Simonai Rov Sahaya Adam. Cause of the Sefer Shofar Shlomo, Shlomo says in the Shofar Shlomo, the Huadin, Neged Meraglaim, similarly opposite urine, Karushim, which has been all solidified. Gam ken yesh lachmi still be machmir shalom the cross negam not to be opposite them. But sorry, and with them in this if that's really right. Veraglam sheniblu b'karka. Let's you have urine which has been absorbed into the ground. Im hayim martivin hayad. If it would wet the hand, also the cross connect them, then it would be us to be opposite them. These over between was the rock with the fair from an asphalt. Some say it's only us if it's wet enough that wet one thing to wet another. Here's the small chazan you should rely on this. You can rely on this. Big haraka in the ground. Over bag or it's absorbed into some sort of clothes. This is from the Kayodam. L'chein muchach mitosfos and mitfuvim tosos brachos lafez. Ambez the Maskal Mountain. I sham look there. Let's be wet enough to sweat. Fish a mini of the other lamb that put his hand in the mala leichos and come up some sort of wetness. And it that if you put it on another thing, it will be absorbed from that thing, first thing, which touched the wet thing, to then the second thing. If it wouldn't be that wet, it would be much. You can rely on this. The doctor it's only if wet enough to wet something else. But then you have to eat to be distance from them. this one the prima gam, Simon I love Pashit and Pashit. Okay, we'll go with that Kafhe, Similar to Daf Kafhe, and alef, the Gemara and the Gemara and Sham look there. Since they're not around, this is from the Magen Avram, the comments of Shem Beis, Sivkan Chafei, and Sham, the Prima look there in the Prima Vadim. Rag Shabuluyim, the carcass is just absorbed in the carcass over Veged or in the clothes. Ein Zarach Lishpok Aleim Revius, you don't have to pour in them a Revius, the Kuliyam according to everyone. Eladai Shiyavi Aleim, Rak Ma'at Min Amat, that is just enough that you bring just a little bit of water. Mayim. Shein Behem Gam Ken Rak Tofeach Amanas Latfiach, which doesn't have on them also wetness enough to wet something else. For sure, it's mutter. I am the Elba Simonai and Zion, the Mishnah Berura, look at earlier in Simonai and Zion, the Mishnah Berura. Let's just do all the Mishnah Berura and we'll go see the real Nachlas. Also, also the close connected basic. He says it's also to be an opposite a bathroom. You also an old bathroom. I feel pinoi v'menuto, even if you remove them at the excrement via raya li, and it appears to me the hindu kisha ain lo machit. It's only when it doesn't have walls. Avalami yesh lo machitas, but if it doesn't have walls, avalami yesh koto, even though there is excrement in it, kora connected, you read opposite it. The some look next to it, they ain't no you're not concerned. In Megillah over our prophet doesn't get to him, that's no. Also the gross words of the fun of Kamalayan of the meat in front of him as far as I can see, Amos and behind him 4 Amos. You would be also to have this bathroom there. This one we call the Achronim. The Yesham Reachov is a bad smell, Darach Harbor Amos need 4 Amos and Makashakala Reach when a place the smell stops. This one not fulfilling the Yeli Rabba. Pina we remove from it the excrement. We stir him in the third, awesome in the third, from Kamid of Beniona, who is Yosef, Brown of Yosef. Kivan Shazah Malcolm commit in the Kabar, Dark Elios, but since the place from earlier already has its way to have an excrement, Ain't the Machanach Kodesh doesn't count as a holy camp. Okay, named the Stabiglo, Impu basically is the Yashin al Kodesh, should be seen as a topic if it's an old bathroom or a new one. I was leading the Chumra Kedin, cold topic, so we go Chumra like all din of all excrement. The topic of his Asmut, the Elba Simon, Ayin Vav, Siv Zion, instead early in Simon Ayin Vav and Siv Zion. This one the old Stam and the Eli Rabbah. This one there's no walls there. Kamo Achor, I gather for example after a wall, or Achor about them after the houses, that there's no wall blocking it. Pasha Dafilu im law is minu mitkilo also makir. Even if you didn't prepare that place originally, the basic is to be a bathroom. Kivan shad derech with nose. There's no sham. Since it's normal to go to the bathroom there, Nikra basic is to count Yoshan accounts this as an old bathroom. Ryan Milel, the proof is from earlier Simon Sam and Bays. Shakasu that we wrote Sham, the post right there. The Im Dark will tell me the swords fill, and if it's normal to grab constantly to wrap film there, Basuder in this handkerchief. Also the Shamash Kotash Mashaka Kilu Azmine. It's also to use this handkerchief for another purpose, as if you designated this handkerchief for that thing. Ayin Sham look there. Yes, since it's normal to go there. It's called the bathroom, even though you didn't designate it. But if there is walls, then it doesn't count. Here the Arab Magios, the arts, we're talking when they reach the ground. Go upon them out of Pakos and Shlomo, at the very least until 3 Tvachim with the ground. Tvachim, Samach Lars, next to the ground. Damrin and Love, and then we could say the concept of Lovud and close it up. The Elav Hafli also adopts Rav Haigon, the council of the also according to Rav Haigon, the Hamul base Yosef, around the base Yosef 7 Pezai 9 Sham. It's in Pezai 9, look there. Based on the Dohavik upper, rock, some say it's not like dust only. The Gemara of Ligi Trey Lishlam Bezed, and the Gemara is arguing 2 opinions about this. The day of Rishona Gamkain Daitalahak, when the first opinion is also to be Malcolm was there. Ach, Sphere Leha, beholds Yosu Knuckle who these Barach. He just told that it's more easy to get broken up through rolling than through throwing. So, and therefore, if you can't, throwing is actually being more mafia. If that is right, you would have to, if rolling would be the measuring. If you can roll and it wipes apart, then it would be not anything. Mashroom is this. Mashroom this. The sphere that he holds, the imber universe that if we see that it breaks apart, I dig galila through rolling. Diamond is enough of this. Veins are off, which them lois and the fractal ladies. Here can we also be concerned that maybe it wouldn't become break apart through throwing. Avavili Rabba calls it B'Shem Achronim, but the Eli Rabba says in the name of the Achronim, Tzorach L'Hachma Gam Ki Das Mechaber, also has to be Machmas depending on the Mechaber, holds the throwing is less. I am Prima Garden, look at the Prima Garden, Masha Kotsa Vod, was now them right further about this B'Shem Adrisha. I am B'Chudish Rajba, B'Shem Rajba, look at the Chudish Rajba, name of the Rajba. Mashba, the Mashba Minei, the Ichaz, the Mafale Afluye, that if we see that it's Mafale Afluye, okay, it's got some sort of stuff in it. Then it's reached the measure that it should be, it should break apart. I.e., galila through rolling. Then it's better than this than excrement like pottery. The kind of surah that we passed in that that it's usher. And this is better than the case of Torah Keferes, which you pass in the Oscar. This one is mutter, because this one break apart. If it has a maflaya fluye, whatever that is. According to what we machmer the Eli Rab and Lachosh Kudas and Machaber to be concerned about the opinion of the Machaber, in the Kalkul Buzai you can't be making about this. Shlomo Totzi Baruch Erech Al and in Pilamid. Afterwards are found in the Erech Pilamid. Ruba Or Zerua, Simon Kotes, and Or Zerua Kotes. So over the shears this year, Adayin Lo Agia Afla Tzor Kecheres. It's not even as hasn't reached the measure of even Tzor, which is hard like Cheres, like pottery. Also, it's even less than that, and it's also it's more okay. Play mashma the laboskim since mashma all the poskim. So review cloud law the raj now they didn't bring in all that raj which you mentioned earlier. The yearly the hainu kishainlam bachitas. This is from Pei Gimel. It's only when there's no walls and there's a bathroom a problem. Kamosha hay bisman achach me gemars. It was in the time of the gemars. I basically that shalhem achorei gathered that their bathrooms are behind the wall. Up and they have stood on the face of the field. So the field according to okay. Near Shemba Yoris Katanas that in the small cities, Shein Lechol Echa basic pieces of war Achorei Habat. And not every single person has a bathroom out behind the houses. The Malcolm Shiragil if no in the place where normally to go to the bathroom. Then basic Yeshlo Kamo Achorei Gather. It has the din of a so the okay, the small cities, Shein Lechol Echa basically they don't all have a bathroom. Kabo Achorei Batim and behind the houses. The Malcolm Shiragil if knows in a place where they normally would go there. Oh, sorry. B'makom sheregil is the place where they do go to the bathroom. Din basically it has the din of a bathroom. Kamo akvar together just like we have behind a fence, so wherever they do go. Okay. Mashinog and Eza Nashim would turn men have this minhag that the Giyaz man Sukkah at the time of Sukkah so find him and Makom, they clean out the place, Yio Nokivos and from Sukkah and they make the Sukkah. Hari Yeshlo din basically so Yoshin has on it the status of an old bathroom. Mayol Hofino, what does it help to clean it out? After Mishum, the Hayideh opinion, it's possible that through the building, Shibonisham, that he builds there, after Rak al the Yom just for a few days, Rachach Yuchuzar Lios, basically it's not going to return to its bathroom state, can be kind of like a foreign Nakar Shem basically they got rid of the name of the basic manner. And Mashma upon him Yuris like alef, it's possible in Mashma in the Panimiris first alef 7 page. The Akiris Hashem Mahani that uprooting the name of it would work for this. So if building this works, maybe that'll be okay. Ach, Masha Kotzim Sham the basic Kisi Yashin. This is just an old basic Kisi Shem both so it doesn't have an excrement. Whom the Rabban is only the Rabbanan. Ishtamud is every Tamid Rabbeinu Yonah. He missed out of Rabbeinu Yonah. The base Yosef. Rishari post in the base Yosef and the other post which are the Simmons that which are in this Simon. The Kulam post in doing the rice. All the posts here are saying it's the rice. The Eidah Sivir in Talmud Rabbeinu Yonah Shabbat Midzah. And the other Talmud Rabbeinu which is in the Talmud Gufa. Shekosiv whom the Rabbanan. Pirshim Mepharshim. It says the Rabbanan is the Mepharshim explained it to Koi Rakal basic Isi Yachad. She's only talking about a new basic Isi Kadesh Lo Yisur the Barvel Dani. In order that his words wouldn't contradict each other. Claim Mashal Rush with Mashal Rush that a new one is only Jarbanan. There's never been excrement in it, but an old one just had excrement in it. If you cleared it up, it's also the rice. Achafilim name, even if you want to say the Zemefi Akiris Hashem, this counts as uprooting the name for building of Sukkah. So after Medina Al Kapanim, it's Chidl the Dope with Aksalim. We still need Medina to originally search out all the walls, show basic advice on the house, and Akosim and clean it up. Yila Hafi that if not, so yeah, also lo the Baruch of Kaddish Sham. And we also can make a bracha there to make Kiddush there, and the Ulai, Haim Mitap Mitsu Nafos, Mikol Shana, maybe they're dirty from the entire year. Ki Halo Hoop of Makam, Haroilo, they stop against another place that is fitting for him to have a supper. Who could Elvis him and I invoke Sivzayim Lakas. Vain Ritsa Besukas, the place we should have had a supper, doubt maybe there was excellent. Vain Ritsa Besukas, and my eyes see in Sukkah, Shanim Suk, Machshalos, Binyanim. They come stumbling in these types of topics. If you go to the Harvey Manor, stuff like this, a lot. Shalok can aid the Dallas. They take whatever door or daf the sukkah or board for the sukkah. The Yois Menachas Mitzchila B'Makom Ma'usin was originally stating in a disgusting place. Rishon Menach Shayir Suk Malas Sukkah B'Makomos Eilu, and a person who guards himself will distance himself from a place like this. Eliyach Lekena Miyachori Abatim is distant from the behind the house. From Makom should not in a place where they put it away in a place where it's clean. You need to make an Erev for this, then you should move through an Erev. When he has the mechitos, it's fine. Next paragraph. On the topic of Primagon, the Primagon is the Suffolk in the Ina Daf Arba mechitos, you need specifically 4 walls. Or if you list Shlosha mechitos or even 3 walls, would that be okay? Ayin Shamo. Let's there further. Okay, if it doesn't get a bad smell. Stam from Makaber, the Makaber Stam is that they are showing the first opinion level 79 past self phase. With a ground. Plain post Kisham Arkonim similar upon Paskan is the Lachav Alacham Kambudas from Makan Abram Costa, the Machitza basic Kita to Kuliyama in Wellis, the half Sibiri Akra, and yes, he says that it doesn't Machitza stop that smell. And the Lachav Kambudas and the Makan Abram Costa, the Machitza basic of a bathroom, the Kuliyama in Wellis, the half Sibiri Akra, everyone agrees doesn't stop the bad smell. Okay, Stam Tigam came to the Mishnah Brother, therefore I said Stam in the Mishnah Brother, the half to be machmer, to be in and Abraham, which you call it, we have to need 4 amos for the place to smell stops. The Balav Halfi Sovim Sham Harbi Achonim came, because if anywhere there are many Achonim hold that way, this way. Ayin Sham with 79 tests, like Damal Zion, look up there in 79 tests, look at them, I'll post some letters behind.